right, everybody. Welcome to the YMCA San Francisco's Classroom for All. My name is Crystal, and today we are going to be making ice cream in a bag. But before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and take off my mask. You know, because this is what we're doing these days now to keep all of ourselves safe, keep our families safe, and everyone around us safe. As I said, today we're gonna make ice cream in a bag. And who doesn't love ice cream? I think that ice cream is pretty good. And I know some of you are wondering, Crystal, how are we gonna make ice cream in a bag? Like, when you look at the ingredients we're gonna use today, that I'm about to pull out and show you, they're not even cold. They're room temperature. They might even be a little bit warm. But don't you worry, don't you fret. There's a cool thing called food science, and that's what we're gonna learn about today. And that is gonna break down how this is gonna turn into ice cream. So here are our ingredients for our activity today. We got imitation vanilla. Whether it's imitation vanilla, natural vanilla flavoring, whatever vanilla flavoring you have at home, it will work. So we're gonna put that out there. Boom. Next, you're gonna need some sugar. Sugar. Because, you know, ice cream is sweet. You're gonna need sugar to make sure we get that sweetness in there. Next, you're gonna need some milk. You're either gonna need milk, half and half, some heavy whipping cream, because it's just what we need, you know? There we go. And then we're gonna need rock salt or ice cream salt. This is very important. I would not recommend using tiny little salt. The bigger the salt crystal, the better. Huh? Funny, my name's Crystal. I said rock crystal. And you're gonna need ice. Say it with me. Ice. And we're gonna need 2 Ziploc baggies. It's important that your Ziploc bags are freezer bags, because when we're doing our making of the ice cream, we want to make sure that when it gets cold in there, when things change from room temp to cold, that the bags don't unseal themselves, that they don't get overpowered, and that they're just as sealed as possible. So you also want to make sure that they have some good seals on top. We don't want any of the sliding seal bags, because those might burst open. Real quick again, you're gonna want your rock salt, your vanilla, your sugar, your milk, your ice, and your 2 Ziploc bags. Cool. And really quick, feel free to follow along with me right now if you have all of your ingredients. And if you do not, you can do this on your own time at home. It's really easy to do. You can do it with whoever your trusted adult is at home, and it'll be fun. How are we gonna turn this all into ice cream? Well, you're about to find out. And it's gonna be real exciting, because we're gonna do what? Learn food science with it. So we're gonna enrich our brains and enrich our stomachs through our mouths. So our freezing point is the temperature at which a liquid becomes a solid. Pretty cool stuff. What we're gonna need to do, obviously, because we're not in a super cold space, is we're gonna need to take our ice. Oh, it's already jumping out of the bag. Just gonna put that over there. And we're gonna need to make our ice's freezing point lower. And what do we call that? We call that freezing point depression. Say it with me. Freezing point depression. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ice, which is called our solvent, and our solvent is gonna dissolve our solute, which is the salt, and the salt and ice together creates a solution. So our salt helps the ice bring its freezing point down, like so. I know, that was a lot of words, but try to keep up with me. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. We're getting there. Don't you worry. We'll revisit these words. It'll make sense as this experiment continues. So here we go. Alrighty, so first we're gonna make our ice bag, our ice and our salt bag, which, remember, our ice is our what? Our solvent, and our salt is our solute. So it's very important that we put these two in the same bag to create our solution. Ring-a-ding-ding. Oop. Yes. Is this bag? I'm gonna do this bag. Alrighty, so I'm gonna take my little ice. Gonna make sure it's pretty broken up, not one rock solid piece of ice rock. And we're gonna pour it into my Ziploc bag, like so. You can take any sort of ice you have around the house, whether it's ice cubes you made in an ice tray, whether it's from your ice machine, any of that'll work just fine. No, we'll throw this guy in there. Cool. All right, and then what you're gonna need next is your rock salt. And remember, why is your rock salt important? Your rock salt is the solute, which is going to dissolve in your ice. And this is what is going to bring the freezing point down in your ice. And this is going to help turn your liquid, you'll see it when we put it in our Ziploc bag later, that's what's gonna help turn our liquid into a solid faster and at a lower level than what we needed before. Really get it in there. All right, so we're gonna leave this bag on the side. Remember, our ice and our rock salt, very important. Now, we're gonna make our bag full of our liquids. This is the important one. Well, they're both important. They're both very important. This is where all the flavor is coming from. Ooh. And we're gonna get the milk in there. Maybe give it a shake. Look at all that liquid. See how liquidy that is? Ooh, it's gonna turn into a solid. I hope you're ready. Excitement is palpable. It's happening. We're gonna pour it in. We did it. All right. So now that our milk is poured in the bag, we can really see how liquidy it is now. Swishing. Milk waves. All right. Now that we have that in there, we're gonna need to add our vanilla for flavor. Da-da-da, da-da-da. There we go. That seems, yeah, a little more. Just a couple drops, not a lot. Do not put a lot of vanilla in there. You just want a little bit. If you want, you can look up how much vanilla you want to put in there too, but it's really just like 3 to 4 drops of it is really how much I put in there. Also, if you want, you can put chocolate syrup in there too, or caramel syrup or strawberry syrup. That's not really my jam, but I have some friends, they love it, so they do it. It's up to you. It's all open to interpretation. And then lastly, we're gonna add our sugar. We're gonna inch it in there. All right. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna take your liquid bag. See? You're gonna try to get as much air out of it as you can. And you're gonna fold it over and zip it on up. Make sure you zip it really tightly because we do not want any of the salt from this bag to get into this bag, because that would not taste good at all. We want to make sure the seal is real tight. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to take this bag and we're going to put our liquid bag into here, like so. Yep. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing where we try to get rid of the air in here, and we're going to zip it on up. And then this is the part where you kind of get an arm workout. And you are going to shake this bag carefully over a surface, but vigorously, so the ice and rock salt freezes your liquid. So here we go. How's it doing? Ooh, I see it happening, but I need to take a little bit of air out of this big bag again because that'll help out the shaking. Da, 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 da. There we go. And we'll check it again. Check it out. It's forming. All right, let's see. Let's check her out. Let's see. She still has a little bit more to go. We're almost there. All right. I think this might be the time. Ooh, yep. That's the stuff. All right, moment of truth to see how we did. Here she is. We did good. We definitely did good, everybody. Yeah, that's the stuff. Well, clearly, we figured out how food science and chemistry plays a part in making ice cream in a bag. And if you ask me, it was a pretty delicious process and science experiment to find out. I mean, we have the proof in front of us, right? I think I'm right. So, thank you so much for joining me with our wonderful ice cream in a bag and culinary adventure. So if you'd love to see some more awesome, fun culinary and science activities with us, please join us at ymcasf.org/classroomsforall for more live and re-recorded activities and classes. And we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Hope you had fun.
Did you know that YMCA of San Francisco never closed? When shelter-in-place happened, we could no longer provide in-person programming. We quickly shifted to provide youth and family programming virtually. As early as April, we started providing on-demand activities in our YMCA of San Francisco YouTube channel.
For this video, we're going to be making a geodesic dome.
Today, we're going to be making a hovercraft. The science around this activity is really awesome.
In addition, we have a regular schedule of activities for our youth and families to join live. We feature read-alouds, yoga, family Zumba, arts and crafts, drawing clubs, and more. So don't miss out on our virtual youth and family offerings. Visit www.ymcasf.org for more info and class schedules.